All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
Oh! This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to G.W.R. Gonzo's Wrestling Room. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez, as normal, also joined by Marcus Fine, like always. And we got a couple of special guests now. We have F.E.W. owner Alex Bolton, and we also have pro wrestler Marc Hauss. How's it going, guys?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, guys?
I thought you said we had a couple special guests. We got Mark. Who's the other one?
Oh,
He's special.
remember that, Marcus? Remember?
Oh, it's my bag boy, Alex Bolton.
According to Warren Misery, you make our ratings go down. So,
I was just about to say, if you look at the numbers, we're already higher than when Warren was on last time. So,
you'll have to
Because my beautiful face is here. It's because this is right here. Right here. Hi, Callie.
What's up, Justin Danger's on too.
What's up, Justin?
he'll learn, won't he, Justin?
Well, guys, we got a big weekend to talk about, especially Saturday. Alex, you want to go ahead and give people the particulars about what's going on Saturday and what time to be there and everything?
Well, first and foremost, we're going to start at 10 a.m. with the Marc Hauss seminar. I don't know who he thinks he is running the seminar, but 10 a.m. open to any and all trained or training persons. Starts at 10 a.m. Come out, get a little bit of knowledge. I mean, I don't know if he has a lot of knowledge, but get a little bit of knowledge from Mr. Mark.
Oh, I don't know a little bit of knowledge. Do you not remember? I mean, the roll call, we got people coming from Ontario, Canada. We got people coming from Chicago. We got people coming from Indiana. We got people coming from New York, all over the place. So if we want to talk about if I got the knowledge or not, I definitely got the knowledge. What I will tell you guys, too, is that I'm actually going to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning because I'm going to personally start putting together the ring so that I can make sure that you guys get all the time possible. So if anybody wants to come out at 8 o'clock in the morning, help us set up the ring, and the ring gets done before 10 o'clock, I'm going to be in there beforehand. So we're going to go from about 10 till 4 till absolutely the last minute. $20 a pop. We're going to go through psychology, promos, character development, spots, technique. We're going to go through a little bit of everything. And just know that through that seminar, there is opportunities for later on in the night that I get to handpick multiple opportunities. So don't think this is just a learning opportunity. This is also a place to network and be able to get on Alex's good graces to be able to get on the show, because we have upwards to 9 opportunities later on in the night, handpicked by myself based on effort and talent and just sheer ability and want to be there that day. So please come on out. Learn a little bit. Let me help you get an F.E.W. and let me get you in Indiana if you are from out of town.
So for $20, you get basically 6 hours of instruction and maybe an opportunity later that night. Sounds like a hell of a deal.
You got it. You got it. And if you come a little bit earlier and you help with the ring crew, we might get you an extra hour or two. I like to give people all the time that they want because people need to learn nowadays. And a lot of these seminars, I'll be honest with you, I've gone to hundreds of them. And a lot of them are just cash grabs where guys just want to talk about themselves and they don't really want to train and teach people. And I mean, you can ask the people who have come to WCWO when I was training over there before I left. A lot of people learned a lot, and you can ask any of the people in WCWO. A lot of them have learned a lot of tutelage from me, and for $20, you're not going to get a better deal around. I promise you.
That's almost like wrestling camp, seminar.
Basically, yep.
Kelly,
Oh yeah.
Kelly wants in.
Kelly's going to train you. She's going to wrestle.
Hey Kelly, maybe you should come out to the ring with me. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to take on the winner of the 6-man scramble. So maybe you should come out to the ring with me and scream and yell at them for being mean to me. Plus, I really need your hug for special powers.
You'll get that Friday.
You better watch it,
Marcus. And then no offense, I just need a hug. That's it, just a hug, Marcus, and then that's it. And she going on with you, not me.
Well, Justin Danger's in the chat. He'll attest to this. People really ought to show up and learn how to put a ring together in a very timely manner.
Yes.
Yep.
And Justin Danger,
And you will learn.
And I'm not pointing fingers at Justin Danger, but Justin Danger does know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, that's.
But yeah, I mean, seriously, come on down. It's going to be a great opportunity. Plus, you get to network in. Even if you don't get on the show or it's 6 to 7 hours isn't enough training time, you're going to have people, like I said, there's people coming from Ontario, Canada. There's going to be people coming from Chicago. You're going to be able to meet people and make connections, and I'll be able to put that together. So know that it's more than just a camp too. It's a way to network and be able to meet people effectively.
Alex, what time is bell time, and what time can people get in? How much are tickets?
So doors open at 5. Tickets are $15. Bell time's at 6. So we're gonna have 9 matches for you guys. So you guys are definitely getting your money worth. Sorry, neighbor's dog came out. You're definitely gonna get your money's worth. We're gonna have 9 matches for you guys. So obviously, Mark's already alluded to 2 of them. We have the scramble match. We have Marc Hauss will be facing the winner of that scramble match later on in the night. We have the Colt X Open Challenge, Tag Team Open Challenge. We have Logan Myers versus Ryan Michaels, which is going to be an absolute banger of a match.
It'd be a barn burner.
Yeah. We have the debuting Vinny Vacchetti taking on Hidari.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be
Hodari. I got to tell you guys this because I tell Hodari all this all the time whenever I see him, and you guys got to start cheering for him. So you guys love your O'Reilly's auto parts out here. You guys got to start cheering ho 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 Hodari's, and then meaty paws, whatever you want. You add it in, insert whatever you want. He loves it. He loves it. You just got to start doing the Hodari chant.
Yeah, sounds funny.
And then we have Eli Eros and Ashton Adonis taking on 2 of the guys coming from Ontario, Empire. I think one's Kirk and
Kirk and Van Landen from Ontario, Canada.
Yes, that's going to be.
They're up and comers that I've seen around in Ontario, and they are wonderful wrestlers. And you guys are in for a treat with the 2 of them.
We have also from Ontario, Crystal Moon taking on Storm Garcon. That match,
that's going to be awesome.
There's so many matches that like I could literally go through here and say every single one of these matches are going to be match of the night, and I wouldn't be wrong. That's what's crazy.
And you know what I like about this too with F.E.W. that you guys are seeing? You guys are seeing an influx of a lot of new faces that are coming in that other Indiana companies have not seen. So the thing is, you're going to see a lot of fresh faces that you haven't seen before. And you get to see them for the first time ever at F.E.W. So if you want to see something that's a little bit different and not kind of similar to a lot of other companies right now, check it out. You're going to be pleasantly surprised with the amount of talent and the level of talent and just the range of where this talent comes from. So just wanted to throw that out there too.
That's a definite plus because, and I don't know how Marcus feels. I love going to shows and stuff, but we do see a lot of the same talent a lot of times, and not putting anybody down because they're all great, do a great job. But it's nice to see some different talent. I get excited when I see somebody new I haven't seen before. So
it's like going to a new restaurant. You like to be able to try new meals. The thing is, it's like that Midwest style. It's fantastic, but if you've seen it all the time, it sometimes gets a little you get a little fatigue on it, and so you're going to see a little bit of the Canada style, a little bit of the Chicago style, the New York style. So you're going to see a little bit of everything and a lot of different, a lot of different new menu items at the buffet per se. Whereas instead you're used to eating the same 5 or 6 combo meals that are the go-to meals that make you feel all nice and warm and fuzzy. Now you get to go to the buffet and try a whole new plethora of meals. So it'll be good.
Yeah. When we actually have 2 more matches that I haven't mentioned.
My bad.
No, you're good. This match right here, I don't know if it's going to be a yelling match or an actual wrestling match, but we have the Mouth of Empire that's coming down from Ontario. Matt Grant taking on Zay Gates. Both of them are loudmouths. That's gonna be they're both uber talented. Oh, I'll let Mark respond to Noble real quick.
Oh, it's fine. Mike Noble, you guys, it's funny. Mike Noble just keeps trying to poke at me, thinking that it's actually going to make me pay attention to him in the chat, because he actually is really begging for you guys to give him any sort of traction to put him on the Gonzo show. But I don't think he's actually earned that right yet to be on your prestigious show. But if you feel the need, you should maybe get him on one day just so that you can put him on with me and we can go back and forth for an hour and I can just bury him to the ground 6 feet under. But if you want, but right now we can just pay him no mind because he's just trying to be glorious on his keyboard warriorness. That's cool. We can move on.
Last but not least, we have the Aristocracy, King Mitchell Taylor, Jacob Rose, and Jackson Morgan taking on Cornfield Mafia and Max Sterling. That is going to be a hard-hitting affair. There's a lot of animosity between Mitchell and Crow in particular, ever since Mitchell put Crow out for a month and a half of action. So there's a lot of animosity there. So I think Mitchell's going to do anything he can to not run into Crow.
Well, I mean, he did bring his play toy of Jackson Morgan. So, I mean, he's trying to bring his insurance policy to, I would think, to do all his dirty work, because from what I know, I haven't really met Mitchell, but bringing in Jackson Morgan to have to hide behind for the Cornfield Mafia could make him not look like as much of a fighting champion. But, you never know until you get there, right?
Yeah.
I know the last F.E.W. show we was at, the motorcycle rally thing. Bike Fest. Jackson Morgan looked like a beast. I mean, he just destroyed everybody in his path. He was on another level, so that should be interesting.
Well, he's changed definitely. I mean, I've seen his transformation where he's not as bubbly and jubilant as he used to be, and he's not as playful. He is, really out to hurt people now, and he really does not care for the general public anymore. And it's interesting because since I've seen him last, he's not the same. He used to sit and chat a little bit and talk to me in the back, and now he just kind of, I don't know, there's something's going on. And I don't know what it is, but I don't want to be around him anymore. He's scaring me legit behind the curtains, real life, because he is something switched. So it'll be interesting to see.
He probably doesn't like the town of Brownfield. That's probably what a lot of problem is.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I was there, Michael Noble. You're not telling the whole story.
Yeah. Come on, Noble.
What's being said? I can't see it. Let me go to the chat. Let me go into the chat.
There you go.
I'm missing it.
Real quick, we got a second. You may know a couple of the matches, but I did want to shout out WCWO real quick. They got a big show Friday night. And
what's up, Gavin?
Going to be a good show. Bell time 7:30. Doors open at 6:30. All tickets $12. Can't go wrong going to the Dub. Best $12 you ever spend. That's on Friday night again. I know, again, Marc Hauss will be there taking on David Light.
Time to turn the lights out on him. And real quick, hey, just so you guys know, there's a gentleman who just hopped into the chat. He's one of Buffalo's own, Gavin Glass. If you guys get a chance, go watch him on some YouTube. And then if you get a chance out here in Indiana, you should really bring him in. He is phenomenal. He is a cut above the rest, Mr. Gavin Glass. Just wanted to give him a quick shout out because he's watching. Sorry, guys. Yep. Continue on. WCW. I'm sorry, guys.
Thanks for joining us, Gavin.
Yeah, thank you. Marcus, you know some of the matches?
Yeah, I have them here. Main event. Well, I guess it's the main event. Outlaw Championship 3-way dance. Maliko versus Saturn versus Zay Gates. This feud's been going on now for 6 weeks or better.
Chef's
Mr.
kiss.
Smartass Mike Noble's going to take on Brody Barkins. So we'll see if
Come
Mike
on,
Noble
Brody.
talk come Saturday.
Crush him, Brody.
We got Elijah Eros taking on Hidari. We got the James Gang taking on Logan Myers and Timmy Turner. No, Timmy Jackson. And then, of course, the
Too loud.
open match, and that's now been filled by Mr. Hauss. And then we got the Battle Royal. Number 1 contender Battle Royal.
Marcus, I'm gonna
So
ask
if
you
I
a
can
question.
swing it, do you guys want to see me in the Battle Royal too? I kind of want to chop everybody in Indiana. Should I? Should I?
Yeah, sure.
So-
That's
so
what
you
Battle
think
Royal's
so?
for.
You want to come to Indiana. You want to win a
Yeah.
championship. Then you want to become number 1 contender for another championship, and then you want to beat up on some random guy on the next day.
That sounds like a good weekend to me.
That's a hell of a way to go.
If you're not coming to Indiana from where I'm currently at with Robert, you should definitely come. So if you're not coming, I live in Virginia now. Before I moved to Utah, and then I'm gonna keep coming back to Indiana if I win championships and if people want to see me. But if I'm not traveling and I'm not going to these shows to be the best on the card and to win championships and to run people into the ground, then why am I in professional wrestling? Why is anybody in professional wrestling if you're going just to have a good time and just put in a little bit of effort? I'm going to come and I'm going to make sure that I take over all of Indiana, take all your friggin' belts, take it wherever I goddamn please, and then come back and make you guys earn it all back because I am Marc Hauss and it's whose house? It's my house. Okay? All right. Now that we're done with that, we'll go back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right, I seen Chris Williams is in the chat. I misspoke, Chris. That Timmy Jackson, not Timmy Turner. They are totally two different people. Chris happens to be the guy I commentated with at AACW this past weekend. Great guy. So
That's one of the other guys that Marcus's ditches for.
Yeah,
now.
I know it. He just keeps adding to his.
well, when we go off air, I got some news for Alex and
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think I already know.
yeah, I think you already know.
Marcus, I did have a question because I keep hearing this name. I've seen him on some posters. I know he's been at WCW. I haven't seen him yet. This Elijah.
You haven't seen Elijah Arrows yet?
No, I have
You'll
not.
see him Saturday.
Okay. I think he has a Kevin Von Erich mindset and ability.
Okay.
I don't know how else to put it, but he came out to the ring, and I don't remember what show, and all he had on was these tights and these D-pads, and he looked like Kevin Von Erich. That's what I compare him to. He is very good. He's one of Jake Ullman's trainees,
Well, I
one of
keep
his
hearing
latest trainees.
I think Mark decided he was leaving the house.
Yep, he left the house. I keep seeing his name all over the place, and I'm like, who is this guy? So I thought I'd ask you about him real quick.
Oh, yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's great. You
Well,
guys
said
will
we'll
see him Saturday.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to that.
If you want to throw me back in, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to drop.
Well, we thought you left the house. That's what was said when you left.
On this thing, there's a chat, and I want to be able to. I can't see the comments, so I gotta like pop back and forth, and I press back on accident, and knock me out. But now I just get to come back in as Mike Noble's daddy, so that's cool.
I think Nobles needs a daddy, so that might work out.
He needs to be taught a lesson.
You're going to see referee Zach, referee Juan, referee Alex. I know they're in the Battle Royal. I know ring announcer Gabby is going to be in the Battle Royal from what I hear.
He's going to win.
I did see that she posted she was going to be in the battle royal.
Really? Awesome.
I'm excited about that. I'm gonna stay away from her though because she's got some mean
she's
pimp
mean. I don't know
backhand.
if you can pick with her. Why
I don't
would
think I
you
don't
piss
mess
with
with her.
somebody like that? She'll knock shit out of you.
She's always
She's
been
my
nice to
favorite.
me, but I ain't gonna piss her off.
No. Hey, there's Warren Misery.
Ah, look.
Yeah, we
He
were
always-
talking about how Alex brought our viewership down.
Yeah, we got a good guess, so we got the internet fixed.
I'm sorry, Warren. I'm here. That's why I apologize.
We have record views now that I'm here. You know, since
Wait, what? What? My God, go eat a chicken sandwich from your chicken sponsor.
Why
Talk about that. You
Yeah,
should
why
talk about
wouldn't you?
that, man. You should plug that real quick and what we're looking to do and see what people think about that place. Give them a little shout.
Wings, legs, and thighs, guys. It's the best food in all of Greenfield and outside of Greenfield. And that's me speaking. We're not even officially sponsored. Okay.
Nope.
That just personally, if you are in the area, you better go eat the food. He makes brisket every single day. The pulled pork potatoes are good. Everything we had. They have creme brulee. I think I'm saying that right.
Yep.
Creme brulee, whatever.
Brulee.
Thank you. It's perfect. My wife loved it. I loved it. I've never liked it from anywhere else other than this place.
We're all going to find out Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Hey, evidently Warren Misery saying he's like WWE 1.8, and your Alex is more like AEW 750,000. That's about as good as AEW could do.
Say Mike Noble's mad. But anyhow.
Mike Noble.
He ought to be used to that by now, Mike Noble.
What's going on, Mike Noble? Oh, Mike Noble's what? It's okay, Mike. Everybody needs a daddy. It might as well be me. Because I own you. But yeah, the WCW show and that F.E.W. show, they're going to be bangers. And the thing is that you're going to have a good weekend of wrestling. And the good thing is WCW, you're going to have the guys that you see every week, week in and week out, but you're going to have the combinations together that are really going to hit well. So it's going to be like going and watching your favorite show and having that good, nice, wholesome, nostalgic feel because it's all going to be bangers. And then on Saturday, it's like going and trying a new restaurant for the first time with Alex, and you're going to get a whole brand new menu. So between the weekend, you're going to hit every single cylinder and all bases you can for professional wrestling, and you really should come on out. And what's up, Mr. Powers? Can't wait to see you tomorrow, my man.
How's it going, TJ?
Hey, TJ. Yeah,
Definitely
looking forward to this weekend. Mark, I had a question for you. What's your main emphasis on when you do your
Seminar?
I was going to say training camp, but yeah, seminar.
So no, it's okay. So I like to touch. The problem is with a lot of seminars, I've gone to, they're not super structured. I try to be super structured. I've actually spent the past month going through and figuring out how I'm going to flow it down to the times, and what I'm going to structure on. And so I'm a huge proponent of basics and explaining the whys of things. When you go to a lot of seminars and you do a lot of professional wrestling, you learn moves and you learn technique and you learn things like that, but you don't get the whys of why you're doing it and how you can do less is more. And I know I'm kind of peeling back the curtain a little bit, but I want to be able to show people how to take something like an international or something as basic as a punch or a kick or a body slam and make that so entertaining and so crisp and perfect that you guys as fans can watch it and go, yep, I like that, or yep, that looks good, or that looks legit, instead of seeing a lot of the stuff that is super overly choreographed. I want you to be able to just go, I'm not sure. Even as fans, as all of us who are involved in it internally, to go, I'm not sure. And then on top of that, I am a huge proponent of character and promos, because the thing is that where a lot of people fall flat, I was not one that could talk. And I forced myself to be able to sit here and talk as long as I need to. You need to be able to cut promos. You need to be able to tell people exactly how you feel in a manner that is not like everybody else and is not using the same phrases and buzzwords all the time. So I like to be able to start with technique, build it into spots that make sense, explain the whys on everything, and then turn around and make you explain to me why you are worth the money. Because this is the question. This is one of those things behind the curtains that I ask every wrestler when they come over to me and they ask me for advice and help. I go, how much is your home fed? How much is a ticket worth? And they go, let's say $15 for F.E.W. And I said, do you think you're worth $15? If they say yes, I don't help them. I walk away. If they tell me, hey, I think I'm worth like $3, then I know at least where I'm working from, because people are being honest with me and telling me where they are with their level on an honest feedback, and then I can help them grow. So that's how I use the scale. Because me, I'm not even worth a full price ticket for F.E.W. I always have something to work on. I'm worth, I'd say like I'm 12 out of 15. I'm up there. I'm like a B+, A-, but like we all have something to learn. It's just being able to figure out where people's egos are and where people's ability to want to learn. So hopefully that answers your question. I know it's long roundabout, and I apologize because I talk too much sometimes, but that's kind of what I do. I really do spend the time. It's a labor of love for me, and I really do structure my seminars in a fashion where you're really getting your money's worth, because it's not about the money for me. If I can get more heads in there at a cheaper price to be able to help everybody out, I'll do that. That's kind of where I'm at.
Do you talk about with the guys, especially the newer ones, about the pitfalls of the locker rooms and ego and things like that?
Yes, and I mean, ask the people in your chat. Put that as a question out there and at me on it, and see what the people in Indiana and all over the place. Like, I'm serious. Put it out there, at me on it, on Gonzo's on your page, and ask, like, what's the best advice Marc Hauss has ever given you? I guarantee you'll get 50 plus comments back. I try really hard, because if you know me from the business, when I was younger, I was very much, I thought I knew everything, and I thought that I was the man, and I had a huge ego, and I was self-centered and selfish and thought I was Superman, and I was frankly an asshole, and I didn't deserve to be in the business, and I got chewed out, and I got treated like I was a third-rate citizen, or third country citizen in my own local area, and I had to venture out, and I got to the point where I learned and humbled myself, and I tried to be as Switzerland can be. I try to be friends with everybody. I try to be good with every company. I don't try to bash one company over another. I just am. And I try to help everybody. So I'm serious. If you guys don't do it, then Alex, you do it. But seriously, put out there the question, take a poll, take a question. What has Marc Hauss taught you? I guarantee you get 50 plus comments back from all over the country within a day. And then you can see exactly what I'm all about when it comes to the locker room and the person that I am and the wrestler I've become. And that's not me trying to be arrogant. That's just me showing you that I'm really, really, really trying to leave this business in a better place. Even though I didn't make it to the top, I feel like that I've succeeded. Get to a place and a better mindset to help this business in general.
I know just talking to a lot of the guys from WCWO from when you were here a few months ago, all of them talk about how much you'd helped them and stuff. So I know that we definitely get a bunch of feedback from it.
Yeah, I agree. What's the
and if you want, go ahead.
In your opinion, what's the biggest thing missing in the wrestling industry right now? In your opinion?
I mean, I can give a couple. So if you want to talk about just the camaraderie and the backstage, let me give you, I'm going to also kind of dig a little bit deeper into WCWO, and it's nothing that's going to give anything away. It's just more of just in general. When I came in, a lot of guys were not hanging out with each other. And one of my big things was after the show, go out and hang out with people. And it got to the point where like half the locker room really didn't talk to each other. By the time I left, they were literally having family dinner after every show, to the point where I was getting pictures sent with me of guys that would never hang out with each other. And I'm talking not like 2 or 3, but I'm talking like 15 to 20 guys that would not talk to each other, that had weekly family dinner after the shows, or would do pay-per-views together, or would do stuff. And guys that never talk to each other now are riding on the roads together, talking together and communicating, because I told people to get off their damn phones and start talking to each other, because we're all in this together and it's hard enough to do it alone. So make friends. And a lot of people have become very close about it. So I think that turning your phone off and having the camaraderie and learning to talk to each other and find something about each other to like, instead of trying to fight over crumbs. We all have one ingredient together to make the greatest freaking pie in the world. But instead of trying to make a pie that we can all be successful and profitable on, including you guys, because you guys are a part of this business just as much as anybody else, we're all fighting over scraps and trying to throw each other under the bus and destroy each other to not be able to work this company or this company and do this, and then we all suffer. So that's a huge thing. I also think in wrestling in general, psychology, selling, and promo work / storytelling is lacking severely. We're in a TikTok nation right now where people are wanting to put highlight reels together of a minute plus and kill themselves for a minute in a match and do all these crazy things that are super athletic and super acrobatic that a lot of the general public can't do. But I'm not going to lie, the last time I was here, you guys saw it. Who did I wrestle last time I was here? Do we remember?
So I remember watching you wrestle Cecil Cerveza.
Yeah.
So my last match was against Will,
Will.
his debut.
Yep.
And Will went from student to semi-main event guy real quick. And I disappeared for 6 months. And what happened? I disappeared. And people still ask me after 6 months, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? So if I must be doing something right. And I was doing all that with one arm because most people don't know this, but I came into WCWO, and I don't know if you can see it here, that big scar right there. I had torn my tricep clean off the bone and broke my elbow off, and had just gotten post-op 2 weeks when I showed up at WCWO. So come January, I wasn't even 6 months post-op, doing everything that I was doing with you guys on one arm. And I don't know if you guys realize that, but I was doing all of that you guys saw me do in Indiana on one arm. So I was telling stories with no bumps on one arm, and was able to make sure that I got somebody who is a student into the limelight. So that's where I want to see people progress to. Moves are great, and they have their purpose. And I'm not saying be old and crotchety and don't do any moves. That's great. But learn how to sprinkle in personality, promos. That's why Joey Owens is so good and he's still thriving, because Joey can tell stories. He doesn't have to do anything. He just is. He has it. That's kind of what I'm getting at. But that's where I want to see the direction of a lot of professional wrestling in general.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Marcus, do you have any questions or anything?
No, I love listening to this.
Yep.
Ask me all the questions. I didn't mean to take over. I feel really bad. I just wanted to be able to come out and plug the show, but I just love talking wrestling with you guys. So ask away, man.
I guess we can say something. I don't know if you know, but the last person you wrestled was Cecil Cerveza, and he's now running a very successful wrestling organization. Alex can
F.E.W, right?
Yep.
Keep my finger on the pulse.
I'm sorry?
No, I said I keep my finger on the pulse with all you guys. I've been watching every week and making sure that I'm keeping tabs on you guys, because I miss and love all you guys.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to bring up, because I was going to do it the last show, and of course we had all kinds of internet problems, and I didn't get to bring it up, or it kept cutting out. So I did want to give a shout out to Dex Royal and to
Rachel
Armstrong. Yeah, my brain fart again. Rachel's wrestled 2 times for Game Changer now. Dex made his debut on Saturday night, and
good job.
And not only that, they shared the ring, and I'm not going to remember his name. Marcus, do you remember his name? It's the
formerly known as
Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal.
Jinder. Yeah. I think it's Raj or Raj.
They changed it now. Yeah, but it's formerly Jinder Mahal, and he choked Rachel out and gave a clothesline from hell to Dex, spun Dex around. So Day was in a 4-way. He interrupted the match, and it ended up being a no contest. Rachel wrestled Billy Starks on Thursday night in Louisville for a debut. But shout out to them guys. You know, they're out there, you know, working hard and trying to make it. So good luck to them.
Hey, they're hustling and they're grinding, and it's paying off. And that just shows you that it doesn't matter who you are and where you come from and your background. You put in the work, you put in the miles, and you take the opportunities, you're going to make that. And that's what I like to just try to show to all these young kids, that just because you're from a certain town or a certain area, you don't have the connections, you can make it. I was a nobody, and I got very far. And, you know, Dex and Rachel are talented people, and they put in the hours. I mean, I've seen them at WCW. They grind, they work hard, and they're human, and they're just people just like everybody else that got into wrestling. It's just a matter of they have a little bit more grit and they put in a little bit more time. So all you guys out there, you can follow their direction and be just as successful as them. You just got to put in the time and the effort.
I agree 100%. They're both doing real well, and we've got a lot of real good wrestlers here in Indiana, and I'm sure all over the country. But I think the difference is, like you said, you got to put in the grind, and you got to be seen. You got to travel, and you got to be seen by people. Just staying in
For
one
sure.
area, I don't think will work.
Raj Desi. There you go. Thanks, Robert.
I know my son sent me a video yesterday
Yes.
of him choking Rachel.
Yep.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I hadn't seen it yet. I knew she
Yeah.
was wrestling Billy on Thursday, but I missed Saturday, and then
I don't
he
think
sent me that video. I was like, cool.
I think they got a break. I don't know that they were planning to wrestle Saturday in Indiana, but all the traveling issues that happened this past weekend with the internet and the planes and everything, I think that's why they end up being on the Indiana show too, which is a plus. I mean, the more opportunity they get, maybe they'll. Because Game Changer, they go all over. Game Changer goes to just Germany, Japan. They go all over the place.
They're all over the place. The guy who runs it, out of Rochester, out of my hometown.
I think he's got a pretty good model there. What he's doing, I think
He does a fantastic job. Fantastic.
Do you have anything else there?
No, I definitely want them to plug the show again, F.E.W, and make sure everybody knows what's going on Saturday.
All right, Saturday, 122 West Main Street, Greenfield, Indiana, H.J. Rick Center, 10 a.m. for the seminar, 8 a.m. if you want to get there early and get a little bit of extra time in with Mark.
And
Seminar,
help set the ring up.
you help set up the ring. Either way,
learn how to set the ring out.
either way,
If I can do it after 21 years, you can do it at whatever level you're at.
if me and Mark can get it together in less than an hour, there's some things to learn for everybody.
Also, too, Alex, I know we're not going to. I want to plug it because I know it's low hanging fruit. But isn't there a festival that day before the show?
Yes,
Because then there's something for you guys to do for the day together as a family. Do something fun outside of wrestling, and then you can wander your way over to the chicken place, and then you can wander your way over to F.E.W. and make a whole day out of it. So
It's
I'm just throwing that out there.
In that order, it's literally a straight line in that order. Pennsy Trail, it's the street behind the theater.
What's the festival?
It's called Pennsy Trail Arts and Create Art. We'll just call it Arts and Crafts. Is another word that they use. Arts and Craft Festival. They ran for at least for the last 3 years that I've seen. I don't know if it's a newer one or what, but that starts at 8 a.m. and it actually ends at 5. But you go to perfect day, 8 to 2 there. Go get lunch at the wings, legs, and thighs.
My favorite parts.
That you do exactly. Hit there, and then you go right down the street. You hit the H.J. Rick Center at 5 o'clock, right when that festival's ending anyway. 5 o'clock, doors open. 6 o'clock, bell time.
But what you do is that you find people that don't want to watch wrestling or haven't gone to a wrestling show. Let them go do arts and crafts, and then talk them in down the street to come to an F.E.W. show and just check it out, because you never know. If we all just bring one person a month to one wrestling show to check it out, the crowds in Indiana grow exponentially, because people might not even know that it even exists. You bring one person a month. All of you fans, I'm challenging you. One a month. One a month. And I'm pretty sure maybe we can try to figure out something, Alex, where you bring in a fan for their first time and they get a little first-time discount to come in just to see what it's like, and then they come back in again, and we can do something like that, where it's like come in for a little bit of reduced price potentially to be able to see a first show just to see if you like it or not. We all do that. Indiana grows. We bring in all the best talent from all around, and then you guys get spoiled as the fans who have been there and put in the time watching our shows with larger crowds. Just saying. I know it's something funny, but it's like donating $1 and get 1 million people doing it, you get $1 million. We got hundreds of fans, and I know, Marcus, I know you could find one person that might not like wrestling that we can get a ticket to, and they can come and just try it. And if they don't like it, they go home. It doesn't cost them anything. We'll hook them up. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, another thing about F.E.W. too, for the fans that haven't been there, it's definitely a cool venue. It's different than most places. It's in a theater, definitely different vibe. So it's definitely something worth check out.
Old time feel. It gives you that old time feel.
Yes, sir.
But that is true, because it's crazy how many people just that I talk to that don't even realize that there's independent wrestling around. And it's like there's so much wrestling in Indiana. It's it's hard to believe that there's people that don't even know that it exists.
And I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. Period. Just not independent. I mean, anybody knows how big of a fan I am. But you got a lot of snobs out there that think that I don't want to go to no independent show. And if they would go and
They try harder.
If they would go check it out, you're a lot closer. You're not sitting 500 feet away from the ring. You're up and personal. It's a different feel, and to me, in a lot of ways, it's a lot more fun. And so, I mean, because you are up so close and everything. And
Well, do me a favor, guys. All of you guys. You guys listening, if you guys want to put it out there, you can at me on this too. You guys can at me on with the question. I'm serious. Put the question out there of what the professional wrestlers have learned from you. What's the best piece of advice? I'd love to see the results. If you guys don't do it, let me know, and I'll have Alex do it for F.E.W. But the next thing is that put it on here, put an announcement on Gonzo, put it on F.E.W. You can either reach out to F.E.W. or you can reach out to me personally, and I will make sure I take care of you. If you have a friend that has not seen professional wrestling in Indiana, that's from Indiana, or just anywhere, I will find you a company somewhere. You get a hold of me, and I will take that person's name, and I will find whatever local promotion is there, and I will talk to them personally, and I will figure out a way to get some sort of deal or get a comp ticket or something for that individual person, and I can keep track of it, because I know that if we can figure it out, I know that Alex will probably be game to be able to make sure that we can give opportunities for people to get interested in it and not make them break the bank because they're on the fence. So all of you guys, Marcus, Gonzo, you guys, all of you guys, anybody who's listening, anybody who's in chat, if you want to contact me personally and give me the name of the person, I will reach out to that person. I will pitch it to them, and we'll see what we can do about tickets. So I will work with you guys on that. So put that out there if you want as well. I have no problem doing it.
Just like Justin Danger said, WWE and AEW guys all start on the independents as well.
Yes, sir.
You see the future world champions. I'm not going to say anything. I mean, I might know some things that a lot of people don't, but you never know when a security guard might make a debut for a big company. That's all.
I can go one better. Seth Rollins was an indie wrestler in Indiana. Dean Ambrose was an indie wrestler in Indiana. Jason Ayers, which is the referee that made a minute at the last pay-per-view, had his teeth in Indiana. So
we watched Ambrose and Daniel Bryan in Indiana independent show before they were in the WWE or AEW or any of that.
We've seen Ambrose and Muncie. We've seen Sammy Callahan early on.
Blackhawk, whatever she looks like now, she wrestled at the Dub. Well, and 3 months later, she's in WWE or NXT. So
MJF wrestled at the Dub. Yeah. Brian Pillman Jr.
Thing is, they all got to cut their teeth somewhere, and there's only a handful of people that started in the major leagues and went up and stayed up. But the thing is, this is where people cut their teeth and they get their reps in, and you're going to see future stars at some point. And then you'll have people like me sprinkled in. I never made it to the top, but I know what I'm doing, and I get to sit and talk with you guys and get to know you guys, and we're all people. And you make some friendships. Like, I was out here for 6 months, and now you guys are all friends of mine, and no matter where I go, I still get to sit and talk with you guys and hang out. So, like, you never know what kind of connections and what kind of friendships. Plus, you never know who you're going to meet, and that's the beauty of professional wrestling, is that it really is like, I don't know, it's like a Cracker Jack box. You don't know what kind of prize you're going to get, but you know you're going to enjoy it.
I know a lot of people that when they do give it a chance, they become fans, because we've seen it firsthand doing these Comic Cons and stuff. We've seen a lot of people go to those shows and never seen a wrestling show before, ever. A live one, maybe on TV a little bit, but that's not necessarily a wrestling fan. And they go to these shows, and I've seen the attendance get better at WCWO. I mean, I've seen new faces. I've seen people that come all the time.
Seeing new faces.
So,
pro wrestling isn't about wrestling. That's the thing people don't understand. It's not about wrestling. Pro wrestling is the storytelling that people want to watch. No, because the thing is that if it was about the wrestling, then you would enjoy watching pro wrestling on mute. But no one wants to watch pro wrestling on mute. They unmute it, and then they have to hear the commentators, and they get to feel the emotion. That's why wrestling was so hard to swallow during COVID, because you had to watch them in empty arenas, and it was like, it was very painful to try to get me invested in something where there was no fan interaction. And once people realize that, and people that don't watch wrestling come in and realize that it really is elaborate storytelling and it really is a live action book, it's so much easier to sit down and swallow that and watch it and become a fan of it than to be like, oh, it's just dudes rolling around or women rolling around. Like, I get it. I wouldn't want to watch, even after 21 years of being a wrestler and watching my entire life, I can't watch wrestling on mute. It's boring as all hell.
Yeah. I'm going to piggyback off what Tony said, because I do have one of the most unique partnerships in all of wrestling with the beauty pageant. Yesterday, they had a live stream with a couple of the queens, and I was just watching, and it seemed like every single time they would go to a different topic, it would come back to the uniqueness of the beauty pageant because of F.E.W. was there and how much they enjoyed it. These girls were not fans. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen some of the videos now. Like, they were chanting and everything else. Like, I have wrestlers that were there that has reached out to me that says, hey, if you go back, I want to do that show. I don't care what the situation. I don't care where it is. I want to do that show, just because these girls and women that are not in the business, they don't watch wrestling on TV. They came, they seen our show, and that's the only exposure that they've ever had to wrestling. And they can't stop talking about it. And it's been a month and a half, almost 2 months, and they're still talking about our show, our 4-match show from 2 months ago.
Well, you got beat.
Yeah.
That's what happens when an untrained, out of shape man tries to get in the ring and wrestle people. That's what happens. Maybe you should come to the seminar on Saturday and learn a thing or two, Mr. Alex Bolton.
I got business to deal with. You know that. I might.
Yeah, that business is coming to my seminar and learn a thing or two, so you don't get beat by everybody.
Hey, I'm still bruised from being chopped, man.
You'll be doing the seminar.
Birthday chops.
You'll be doing the seminar, and Alex will be down at the chicken place.
That is a very fair point.
I'll be giving chops, and he'll be eating chops. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly what Justin Danger said. Exactly.
Yeah, I've been in some dull crowds myself, so.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I have too. Been in some big crowds that were dull crowds.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Been in
to
some
know.
small
What did
ones
JB
that seemed
just
like.
say?
Been in some the 30 or 40 people and seemed like there was.
I'll tell you about it afterwards, Alex.
Okay. I seen his face. His face was ear to ear.
It has nothing to do with anything here.
Okay.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. I still don't like me either, Justin.
But let's go back. Let's rewind it real quick because we got way off topic. F.E.W. Give us the address. I'll give the rundown. Address. Go.
122 West Main Street, Greenfield, Indiana.
Time.
Doors open at 5.
Show starts at
6.
How much does it cost?
$15. I don't know.
The reason you should go is because I'm going to be there. But there's a lot of other talent that's going to be there. You're going to see a lot of new faces, a lot of bangers of matches. You're going to get a lot of your money's worth. And, yeah, I mean, we're going to start there. And then on Friday, we have Firestorm at 1151 Kentucky Avenue. Is that correct? I want to say.
Yep, that's correct.
So we got Kentucky Avenue. And again, that's going to be banger after banger after banger of match. And I mean, you all going to go because Marc Hauss is there so we can put the lights out on David Light because no one wants to see Rick Martel light, Aldi's version of Rick Martel. So I'm going to end that because it's annoying. And I'm going to take his championship and I'm going to take it back to Virginia with me because that's just what I do. Okay? So now we've been to the run through. We got WCW, we got F.E.W. And also, you guys should continue to watch this show because this show is a pleasure to be on, and you guys are phenomenal and amazing. And if you guys are not watching this, you guys are dum-dums. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope we've plugged everything. Did I plug everything okay for you guys?
Yeah.
And whenever you see Kelly Fine at the shows, you need to give her a hug because she is the queen of hugs, and she should just start charging $1 for hugs because they're that good.
Ooh, yeah, I go with that.
Sorry.
Marcus likes that
They're
idea.
worth it. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm good. I just want to make sure I plugged everything for you because equal opportunity. Everybody needs to succeed because if we all succeed, then Indiana succeeds, professional wrestling succeeds, and then everybody's happy. So let's all try to help each other. And again, don't forget, Gonzo and them are going to put up a poll. Any wrestlers, put the advice in there. We can use that for future stuff. And also, any of you out there know somebody who has never been to a wrestling match and wants to go, send them my name or send their name to me, and I will contact them personally, and we'll figure it out.
On air. Huh? Are you? Well, hang on a minute, Mark.
A special guest.
Hi.
I'm excited to see you tomorrow. Are you excited to see me?
Too. Free hug. Free hug.
She won't charge you
I'll get a free one. I'm going to pay $1 for that one.
No.
For the first one's free.
Get your hook. Get your hooked, and then charge. Yeah.
I know. It gives the itch. You're just like, I gotta have another one.
Kelly's going to be in heaven. She's going to see Mark Hauss. She's going to see Called X.
Yeah, getting
I
that's
know,
what's called
right?
X.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good
There you
weekend.
go.
You are right. Mark Hauss.
We're gonna have a good weekend, aren't we, Kelly?
It's not going to
You
be quite as
betcha.
bad because I'm going to get to see Mark Hauss, but that Called X bunch, that's for the birds.
Hey,
Hey,
now.
who knows?
Behave yourself, Tony.
It's all right. We can boo them together. We can boo them together when they come out because I don't want to deal with them either. No
Mark
offense.
Hauss will be a member
Okay.
of Call X by the end of the weekend, is what I'm hearing.
Maybe I'm the man behind Caltex. You never know.
See?
That'd be
Never know.
better,
That'd be
than
all
other
right.
bozos.
Maybe I'm the puppet master pulling the strings and you don't know. I'm just very nice to your face, but I can be the man that's destroying you from the inside out because I'm not an Indiana boy.
That's true.
So we shall see.
All right, Alex, did you have anything before we get out of here?
Support all of independent wrestling.
That's it.
Marcus?
No, I don't. I do know me and Warren Misery will be in Danville, Illinois on Sunday, so we got a really busy weekend. So
Oh, what show's then? I wish I was flying out later. I could have came with you.
New Version Wrestling, Danville, Illinois.
Oh, NVW.
Bummer. I wish I would have known. I could have pushed my ticket out a day, and then I could have gone home and gone and see you guys. But next time. So when I start figuring out when I'm coming in, I'll start putting it out there to you guys, and you can let me know of all the shows that are going on so I can try to fill up a weekend so that I can go. Because I feel like I'd have a good time meeting everybody new. So
That's awesome. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll be on the air, I believe, or let's see, Friday or Saturday at 6.
Will we be live Saturday?
If it'll let us. The last time it didn't, but
We usually go live for FEW.
It's hard to remember where we go live and where we go anymore.
that's true.
I'll talk to Tony and figure out not that
I know,
Tony.
I know.
I'll talk to the building owner and figure out the internet situation. Make sure that we're good to go live.
Yeah, see if you can get get the one for the
good one, yeah.
the password. If you can get
Yeah.
the password, we'll definitely be able to go. The other one, it just depends on the day. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Well, we appreciate.
by the way, thank you guys very much for letting me be on. I know that I kind of talk a lot, and I know you guys let me come on here a lot, but I really do enjoy talking with you guys, and it really is an honor and a pleasure for you guys to let me be on here. So thank you very much for letting me waste your time, I guess, by just running my mouth.
No problem, man.
You're welcome to come on anytime. But,
Oh, I
please
love
hit
it. I love talking with you guys.
Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, X, Instagram,
Subscribe,
at Gonzo Sports Room as well.
subscribe.
Check out F.E.W. on all their social media as well. And we'll see you guys next time.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
Here, this is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all